What is going on, YouTube? Omega V here, back finally here. Yeah, so season 5 of the PMC is upon us now, and last season had a pretty good run, I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't keep up with it, I did take the championship, so pretty proud about that. Lots of pretty interesting mons this time around. I'm not really sure how I feel about this draft. I'm gonna be honest about it. Like, it's not my favorite draft that I've had, but it's also something that I feel is actually a pretty good draft to keep around. Some mons that I'll go into, I'll probably end up replacing just because I don't really see them mixing with the team very well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. So for my first round pick, I took Zapdos. Definitely a strong tier 1 mon. Everyone knows Zapdos can do quite a bit of work. It hits hard, it can live quite a few things, has good stats and everything, so I was pretty happy with this pick as my first round pick. Usually my first round picks are not very well thought out. Like, it's kind of just like, let's choose whatever I feel, but this was actually the mon that I was targeting from the beginning. Usually I end up trying to trade for Zapdos or try and free agents, see if someone drops something, and it always puts in work. So I decided right away that I want to take this mon as my first pick in the draft, and I was pretty happy that it got to me. And yeah. Next up, we actually have Mimikyu. So Mimikyu, if you watched last season at all, he was by far my MVP of the team. Had the most kills on my team, not by a lot. I actually had a really good balance of mons, but Mimikyu it basically helped me wear down my opponents, if not take them down. So definitely, I kind of wanted to wait till round 3 to take it, but I really didn't see it getting back to me in round 3. I was right in the middle of the draft if you went and saw that. But yeah, so I just decided to take it on round 2, and I think that it was a really solid pick to take in round 2. It mixes well with Zapdos. I don't know, if you've seen my teams before, you know that they don't really make sense or have a theme to them. Like, some people will build weather teams, some people will build bulky teams, some people build offensive, defensive, etc. Like, my teams are just kind of all over the place, and that's kind of just the way I play. But you know, it's worked out for me pretty well. I've had some pretty good runs in the past, and I'm hoping to do the same this time around. So yeah, Mimikyu, definitely a good second round pick. And now my third round pick, Arcanine. This one, I do think I reached, honestly. Like, it was a pretty big reach. I feel like I could have gotten some other stuff before this and been good. But you know, the best fire type I've ever drafted was Entei, and like, the only reason Entei did so well for me during the time that I drafted was because I had so many other things that opponents had to worry about, that like, they could either prep for Entei or they could prep for other things, and like, it was just the way it worked out. And Arcanine is has a bit more variety to it than Entei did, and I really think that it'll be good for me to have some variety as far as having a fire type mon on there. Now for my fourth round pick. So this is one of those picks that I am not exactly sure if I'm going to keep around, honestly. Like, I took Toxicroak because I thought I needed a poison and fighting type at this point, but like, now that I'm looking back at my team, this kind of just doesn't make sense on it. So I honestly don't know. Like, I will more than likely drop Toxicroak for something else here in the future, if not immediately. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. that being said, Toxicroak does have some decent moves into it and can put in some work, so it wasn't the worst pick in the world, but it's definitely not something that I particularly need. So we'll see what's going on here. And for my 5th round pick, so I do like my glass cannons. I've drafted them since I started league formats. I just feel comfortable knowing that I have at least one mon in there that can probably go and hit something really hard to the point where it either knocks it out or will almost knock it out regardless. Like, even if it gets killed right away after it, I just feel comfortable with it. So that's why I chose Kartana. Weavile got taken either round 1 or 2, or that definitely would have been my pick because I haven't been able to pick Weavile in a while. But yeah, so Kartana was a good mon for me to take here. 5th round, I had the extra points for it, so why not? Next up, Hitmontop. Probably one of my favorite fighting types. Like, I know it's not great, but it has access to Rapid Spin, it has the Intimidate factor, which combined with Arcanine, I like having 2 Intimidators on the team. So it can really help out in a pinch there, like if you need to lower something's attack. And I just felt comfortable with it, so yeah, most of this draft is just stuff that I feel comfortable with. And that's kind of what I was just going for on it, so yeah, next month. Alright, next up I actually took one of my old-time favorites, Diggersby. Blah, words. Yeah, so I kind of wanted a good ground type, and also the normal typing can help out if I'm facing some other ghost type or something, and Diggersby can pack quite a punch. Like, it's like, yeah, obviously you're never gonna use pickup or cheek pouch really, but yeah, I mean, cheek pouch I can see being used, but honestly you're always gonna want to use the huge power ability. Like, it's just what it is, like with Diggersby. I do like that it has access to stuff like quick attack, so priority on it. It has good ground attacks, so felt like it was a good pickup here. And yeah, overall I thought it was a decent pick here. So for my Mega, I did end up taking Mega Blastoise. Again, this is just something that I felt more comfortable with. My original plan was actually to get after I drafted Zapdos and Mimikyu, I did plan to get Mega Venusaur in the 4th round or so, but it got taken before I could take it, so it is what it is, and I just decided to go with Mega Blastoise instead because it's another one that I felt has a good variety of things and can put in a decent amount of work there. Next up, one of my favorite Pokemon to draft is Regice. Of course, I know a lot of people hate Regice, and I don't blame them really. Like, really, I just like having Regice in there because he can take a hit on the special side all day long. Like, it's kind of one of those things where if I need to take a hit with something special, I know that Regice is going to be able to live at least one hit for the most part, unless they're like a +6 and stuff, but at that point you've kind of lost already if you don't have a way out of it, so it doesn't matter at that point. So yeah, and it can hit back really hard if you need it to. Like, it has access to stuff like counter, it has yeah, it just has a lot of movesets, and it can be just a status inflictor, so it can do a lot of things on there that it might come in handy at some points in the season. Alright, so for my 10th round pick, I did take Espeon here. So Espeon is kind of one of those ones where I needed to take him. Like, well, not needed to necessarily, but I do like having a psychic type, and I have the extra points here, so I just felt that it would be the best pick at the time there. And my last pick is arguably something that, again, I'm probably gonna switch this one out, same as Toxicroak, but it is Lantern. Yeah, I kind of just chose it. I wasn't really. It was at the end of the draft, so I was like, yeah, whatever it is at this point. And like now that I'm going through my actual team and stuff, I'm just like, okay, well, I can probably make some changes here or there with this one. And so yeah, this is. That's basically why I'm probably gonna switch this one out here. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy overall with my draft. I think I have a good set of mons. Again, there's just those two that I'm probably gonna end up replacing at some point. But for now, this is my team, and I don't have any nicknames for them yet. I'm honestly debating between like 3 things to name them. So we'll see during the first team builder what it is. So yeah, pretty excited to be back again, and I'll see you guys for the team builder later.